We are live.
Nice. Oh man. Well,
Sweet.
hey, we're green on the day so far, so we'll see. Like I said, we had like 8 great days, so honestly, like having a little bit of a pullback is not the worst thing in the world. But hey, it is we're Wednesday, we're halfway, we're hump day, so we're halfway through the week. But yeah, it's been a great day today so far, honestly. Oh man, we got
Jason, we're gonna have
Zoom
to
up.
run the links today because
All right, that's fine.
I am at home on my laptop. Just our office internet decided to not work today, so.
Oh man, RIP the office internet. Hey, it happens sometimes to the, just happens. So it is what it is. Watching your first, what's up, free advice guy? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. I think Ollie joined as well, but hope you're doing good. Hope everybody's doing great today in the chat. It's good to see everybody, especially the regulars. What's up, Acer? Good to see you. Good to see you, my man. See the modem.
Someone fat fingered the whole
in.
apartment complex internet. Like everything was down. There was like for hundreds of people, it was down.
Rip. That's never good. Hey, office problems.
Office problems. Can't escape them wherever you've had offices in third world countries and
Yep.
I guess California is a third world country now. So, but fun thing that happened this morning, a friend of mine emailed me, and this guy loves like trading, right? And he loves, he can code, and he like codes his own algos, pulls in data, writes his own Python scripts, like charts, and like the Uber charter algo like code guy, right? And so he says to me this whole thing. He's like, dude, I think I have the secret formula to crack stonks. I haven't worked on the money. I didn't win any attendees yet, but here's my plan. I'm bearish on Zoom today. And then he sends me so shout out to Thomas here if he's in chat. But that was cool, man. I hope you win some attendees today.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you
And-
win as well.
And if you do, share some of your charting with the group here.
Oh, that's great though, honestly. There's definitely people out there that are trying to crack the code over here. I don't know if there's a code to be cracked, but hey, again, like I'm good with some conspiracy theories type stuff. Like I don't even care. I mean, hey, if you're into it that much, obviously it's working, right? So I'm not gonna touch it.
So what are we feeling about Zoom? I just want to share a chart. Jason, actually, can you pull up Zoom's chart on Yahoo Finance and go
Yeah.
like all time? I think this chart
Man,
is
yeah, it's
is
wild,
awesome.
man. Especially when it came, obviously.
Yeah.
Back at the pandemic, it was
I hear
something. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
sadness.
Yeah.
I hear sadness.
Hey, I traded it and
Nostalgia.
made money off of it back then. I haven't touched it since then, but it was definitely one of those stocks that were just nuts.
There was a
but-
time 3 years ago, Zoom was trading 100 times revenue. And today, Zoom is trading 20 times earnings.
Well, they haven't done nothing. They haven't done nothing in 5 years anyway. So what's it matter? I think they upped it to where they can have like up to 1 million people or something like watching or something. I don't know, but it's still like like that doesn't really do anything in terms of like nobody noticed what's happened in the background at all. I think there's a lot with that. So let's just pull it up real quick.
Look at
So
that.
when you're looking at it over here, man, I mean, obviously, like, look at that all-time high, like it was like 478 or something like that. Obviously in market. Jeez, this run up was crazy though. Like everybody was just putting their money into Zoom because everybody was working from home anyway. Everybody's like, F it, we're just going straight into Zoom. Netflix and others saw some big pops too, but Netflix is, I think, at all-time highs again. So at Netflix actually did something and Zoom did not, unfortunately.
I think it is
for a
one
while
of the,
now.
I think it's one of the biggest fumbles in history, really, Zoom.
No, I agree. I 100% agree. I think it was so bad what they did in terms of management wise. Again, I just don't know how you like see this massive run up and just be like, okay, we're content with doing nothing now. Like, and they've literally, I know they've done some stuff, but it's nothing like, it's nothing that stands out, right? They did a few things here or there, but like overall, they did nothing to stand out in the crowd. They did innovation wise. They barely did anything innovation wise. It's sad to see, but again, man, like, especially if you were somebody that bought up here at the top somewhere and you're still holding on after all these years being like, it's going to go back up. It's going to go back up.
Wait, Ali, aren't we holding Zoom?
Oh, you guys bought it then?
Yep.
I think
No,
we bought
you did
it.
not.
We bought. I don't remember when we bought it, but I don't think we have it now. I think
Okay.
we got rid
Oh, I
of
hope
it
you
a
guys
while
like
ago.
dropped it at least over here before it like went off the.
Oh no, we lost a lot of money on it. It's okay.
Well,
But
I'm
we
sure you
also
lost
made a lot of
money.
money on it. So we rode it up and down. So we rode it both ways.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that does kind of like, I knew honestly when this stock went up that it was going to be again, when I was looking at this stock, I knew it was going to go up. Like, it was one of the stocks that's going to go up because it was just one of those runners that was already running. And again, it fit in the time that we were in, obviously with COVID and not knowing a lot about it, yada, yada, yada. So it fit in great then. It's just like when it started on its down, like this part here didn't really scare me as much, but when it got over here and then it just kept dipping, that's when I knew it. I was like, the run is over. I just don't know what they're going to do, like, right, to like innovate themselves. I mean, unless you guys have some ideas, like I said, they did. The only thing I've seen is that, here recently, they upped their webinars to host 1 million attendees. But, well, I guess it ranges from like 10,000 up to 1 million. But again, like, what is that outside the norm? That's innovative, at least.
Is Eric still running the company?
Honestly, don't know who's running the company now. I haven't really paid attention a ton to Zoom. I just know there's a lot of people that I know that are still like hoping for the bounce back up. I think that train's already left the station.
Yeah, they kind of missed their moment in time to build a real ecosystem and lock-in effects and marketplace around.
I agree.
They could have become Slack, right? At the very least, like add chatting, make it a whole enterprise thing. They could have turned it into
Exactly.
like other workplace features. Zoom is primarily used for work, or gone the full webinar route, just build like events tooling around it, sell tickets, just go all events and webinars and conferences. So there's a couple of
Mhm.
directions they could have gone, but
Yeah.
kind of missed their moment there, right?
So the trailing P is 21, the forward P is 11. 11. Zoom, 11 forward
Mm.
PE. I mean, this is a joke.
Ah.
This is unreal.
So Eric is still the CEO, Eric Yuan. I will say he's a really smart, hardworking, humble guy. We met him before Zoom. Remember, Murthy, we met him at this
Yeah,
event before Zoom went public, years
yeah, yeah.
before.
Very nice
Yeah.
guy.
And I was like, genuinely, like, he's an engineer, right? He worked at WebEx, did conferencing software for WebEx.
Yeah.
Anyone remembers the hated WebEx? And he was like, there is a better
Yep.
way. Nobody has to jump through all of this bullshit. Should not have to jump through this bullshit just to join a meeting. And so made Zoom,
Nope.
which is much better than WebEx. So kind of rooting for them to win, but
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I hope they come back up just for the sake of everybody's money that got, has hopefully unrealized losses, but hopefully they come back up some at least. It's just like, again, it just depends on me, especially like, are they going to finally start innovating and actually making an ecosystem?
No.
That's my whole point. If that doesn't happen, then like, why would I use Zoom over anything else? And there's a lot of products out there now that I feel like are better and on the coming up, when like Zoom, I feel like is just still in the past here and hasn't really done anything to create that. I think in this space, you have to create a really, really good ecosystem that brings the user back over and over and over again and not going somewhere else. That's my only problem with it.
Nope, not happening at this point. I think, and that's why the market has given up on Zoom. I think Zoom at this point should just try and sell itself. And,
That might not be a bad idea either, right?
That's
Like,
really what you can hope as a shareholder is a 20% pop, because Zoom, Microsoft buys Zoom. Like that's really
Yeah.
the end game here. There's nothing left.
true.
But I don't think Microsoft wants to pay $20 billion to buy Zoom
No.
because, Microsoft, like Google Meets and what's the Microsoft solution? What's it called? Microsoft Teams.
It's Teams. Yeah, Teams. Yes, it is
Perfectly
Teams.
fine.
Yep.
It's perfectly fine.
No, it works. Like I said, it's it's no worse than Zoom on that end, at least, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like you said, a bunch of people use Google Meets because it's so easy just to set up a call really quick, right? So there's so many out there that people can use. It's just right there for the taking. That like what sets Zoom apart, and at this point, it's really nothing. They definitely missed out though. I thought when they were going up, I thought, this company is going to like ride the train and they're going to, innovate, and nothing ever happened. It was just like they were content with what they had, and they seen like, obviously the stock price rising with them doing a large part of like the same that they're already doing. And I feel like at this point, it's like they're still on that, like, let's do the same. And hopefully the stock comes back up. It's just, again, like you said, I think the biggest right now, at least, the way I see it too, is like somebody comes and buys them out, but I just don't know if they're going to get bought out for what they want to be purchased for, even if they did.
Yeah. No, I don't know what to say about Zoom, but given what's been happening the last few days, companies
Yep.
are reporting bad earnings and they are going up. So I would just say go high on your prediction on Zoom for no reason other than like that's the euphoria in the market right now.
Yeah.
But
You might, you honestly, you're definitely onto something there for sure.
for no reason, for absolutely, like the last 3 stocks or 4 stocks we've done, for no reason, the earnings were shit or like neutral at best, right? And the thing popped in after hours. So
Yep.
given the fact that the forward PE is like pretty reasonable, like 11, right? Like maybe.
Maybe. I will say though that people generally hate this stock and they short it like crazy. So that's my only, like, it might go to the downside here. if it's not good, like it honestly could go to the downside just because there's like literally like so many people especially on different Reddits and different forums that love to just short the hell out of Zoom. And I can't blame them because, again, like I said, you look at the past year, look at the 5 year.
Yeah.
It's not been too great. So I don't blame them for continue to short this stock out over and over and over again. Like every time it gets a pop, it gets shorted down again. So, hey, I mean, maybe it goes up today though, right? Maybe we, see a pop and it goes back up into the 60s. But I feel like if it does go back into the 60s, like aftermarket, I feel like, within for too long, at least, it's probably gonna get shorted back down into the 50s again.
Yeah, it just seems that the company has lost like any will to make things better. That's the core problem here is,
Yeah.
We've all used the product and it really hasn't changed since pre-pandemic. I mean, they've tried to add stuff and honestly, it's been worse than not adding it. They've tried to copy Slack with messaging. They've tried to it's just a piece of shit, honestly.
Yeah, but even even what they add though, it's like so half-assed. It's bad in its own right. So I honestly don't hate people for hating it.
It's Zoom's strength is it's run by an engineer, like a back-end hardcore, like serious engineer. Zoom's weakness is it's run by an engineer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. It's not a product person and it's not a marketing person, because it's not like they didn't try any of these. They tried messaging. They tried to set up a venture fund. I remember, encourage a bunch of developers to build apps. But
I do remember that.
But everything else other than the core audio video stuff was just done poorly.
Yeah.
Like the design, man, the UI UX was so bad.
Yeah, it takes 3 clicks even today in Zoom to share a link to invite someone.
Exactly.
It still takes 3 clicks.
It's like, why? Why isn't it just right there front page where I can just click it once and it's done and inviting people, right?
Mm-hmm. And like, look, Google is a pretty dysfunctional company, like an insane amount of bureaucracy, but over like the same period of like 4 years, Google Meets has gotten so much better.
So much better. It was terrible when it first came out.
It was terrible, right? It'd be buggy, it'd crash, but the core audio video has gotten great. It's reliable.
Yeah.
It supports HD now, and it has a bunch of extra features that Zoom doesn't. And it's just easier to use. It's in the browser, right?
Yeah, that too. It's in the browser right there. Super easy to use. You don't have to download anything. It can has noise cancellation right there on it as well. So there's a lot of cool stuff with Google Meets. Like honestly, at first I used to be like, I'm never using Google Meets, but nowadays, like honestly, for like a quick meeting, it's so easy to just use Google Meets now. So I just use it, and it's like I said, it's functional. It's great. It has lots of features that's been built in over the years. Like now, I went from a hater to like I use it, quite a bit now. So that shows you like some innovation there. Nothing crazy, like could change a platform around.
So guys, should we talk about the 25 entries?
Oh yes, let's talk about it. Let's bring it up. It is live, guys.
Turn. Sorry, our sound effects suck.
Jason used to sip on the haterade. I did. Like honestly, like I'm sure you used Google Meets before back then, Pratt. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was so bad, great. And it's so different now. So hey, it goes to show you, like, first time, like as a user looking at something doesn't mean it's gonna be the last time you use it. As long as the company innovates and does something better, like I'm gonna come around to use it, especially if it's easy to use, like something like Google Meets is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's get over to this really quick. I do want to bring this up. So obviously you see here, now we do have the 25 entries live, or the 25 extra tickets live. So if you guys come over here on this ticket right here and get your referral links now. So from now till next Wednesday, for every referral you get, that's 25 extra tickets you'll get from using your referral link. And you know why we're doing that is because NVIDIA earnings is next Wednesday, and we're doing a $10,000 giveaway for that one. So usually we do the 1,000, but every once in the blue moon, we're going to have some bigger ones as well. So right now you can see it right here, 25 extra entries for every sign up. So if I was you, I would be, posting this as many places as you can go to get people to sign up, your family, friends. Just 4 people, it's 100 extra entries and 100 extra tickets. So obviously you kind of continue to multiply that. You guys could have a lot of attendees in the thousands of tickets fairly easily. So yeah, make sure you guys are spamming your links to your family, your friends on your Discord channel, on your your socials. Talk, and again, the easiest way to do that is just say, hey, look, there's a game show here giving away $1,000 a day, and this coming up Wednesday for NVIDIA, they're doing 10K. So that's going to be super awesome. So make sure you guys get those referrals in. That way you guys can stack up tickets right now. Again, you don't have to use them all right away either. You can just, again, maybe use 5 a day or 10 a day, wherever it may be you guys want to use. It's your tickets. So you guys do what you want to with them. But yeah, make sure you guys are getting those referrals up. So from now, for just 1 week, 25 extra tickets per sign up. Outside of that, you can claim your daily rewards here as well. Obviously, I haven't claimed mine today, so I can claim it now. But yeah, you can get those extra tickets all the way through day 8, and then it'll reset back to day 1 unless you miss. So remember, on the weekends, at least come in and claim your daily login reward. That way you guys don't forget that. I know a lot of people do, but hey, you might lose out on a couple tickets there, especially if you're on day like 7 or 8. Outside of that, obviously turn on notifications, gives you times 10. Following us on Twitter is 1, and then subscribing on YouTube is another. But again, the easiest and fastest and craziest way right now for the next week is just referring people. Also, I do want to say this: make sure you guys aren't making fake accounts. Okay, like it's so easy for us to tell. At the end of the day, so we have the so-called handshake method, aka also the fingerprint method, that we can literally tell if you guys are making fake accounts. So make sure you guys are getting actual real people to sign up. That way you guys aren't silently not being able to cash out your money. But yeah, like I said, it's super easy to do that. Just share your referral links to everybody. 25 extra tickets per day until this coming up Wednesday, when the $10,000 earnings call for NVIDIA is live. So yeah, awesome. What if all my friends are fake?
You got bigger problems, buddy.
All my friends are fake.
Oh man, that's great. That is a good one, honestly, though. What happens if all my fans are fake? Oh my goodness. Yo, what's up, Bonus Hunter? Hope you're doing well. Also, if you guys are over on Twitter or on YouTube, come over and make an account. It takes literally less than a minute to make an account. You guys can enter the giveaway. It's $1,000 today, and yeah, you guys can also start sharing your referral links.
Yeah, we have a few more important questions. Gurdan's, my real life friends are too old for this. Well, you need to be hanging out with younger people.
I mean, nobody's too old to win free money. Come on,
right.
Golden.
Oliver, we currently don't support referring imaginary friends. We already covered that. My dog is my friend. Does that count? Only if he has an SSN. How old are they? Epstein tried that. Didn't work well for him. I mean, Chad is on fire today.
I mean, Trump still flies in his plane, so it's still working out some way.
Yeah. The list has not been revealed.
No. Doesn't Trump actually own his plane, though? Didn't Trump actually buy Jeffrey Epstein's plane? He actually flies in it still?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure he actually does. Maybe he doesn't, but I'm pretty sure he does, at least.
He has a really old, shitty plane. He needs to.
He has a couple old, shitty planes.
Yeah, he needs to get a nicer plane.
I agree.
Get his billionaire friends to donate him money to buy a nicer plane.
Yeah, agreed. Probably owns 747s. Yes, there are.
Yeah. So guys, I mean, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want to stack up entries, now is the time to do it. You are not going to get a chance like this. So
yeah, there's a $10,000 prize pool coming up in 6 days.
Right? Literally.
All right. And yeah, these referral bonuses are going to go away. While you think about that and your imaginary friends, I have a little quiz with a prize. Little prize. So I have some giveaway codes for something cool.
All right.
Can we take a few minutes to do that? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, let's do it.
Trivia on Zoom. If we get, I'm gonna ask 3 questions, and if we get 2 out of 3 right, I'll drop in a little prize on chat. What year was Zoom founded?
Oh,
Is
I'll
this
let
a
Chad-
Gen
I'll let
Z
Chad
company? Is this a boomer company? Is this a millennial company? What year was Zoom founded? 2011. William is right.
Yes.
2011.
2011.
Um,
San Jose.
what is the, and some of you may know this, what is the maximum number of participants allowed in a Zoom meeting under the free plan?
Ooh. These are good questions. Good questions. I like it.
Under the free plan. 300 TraderPad is right with the 100. What is the name of Zoom's feature that allows users to create smaller group discussions within a meeting that none of us have ever really used? Maybe there's one person here, but what is the name of Zoom's feature that allows users to create smaller group meetings or group discussions within a meeting or after a meeting? Breakout rooms. Very good. 3 people have used
Yeah.
it. Very good. Very good. Okay, good. So Chad is not dumb. You guys have done your due
No.
diligence and you've impressed us. So so I recently got some invite codes to Mercury Personal. So I'm going to drop them here. If you don't know what that is, Mercury is like the best banking experience on the planet. And they're mostly for business accounts, but they recently opened up personal accounts, and you basically do everything from the interface. And once you use it, you're never going back to a regular bank ever again. I promise you that. So I have some invite codes because it is invite only, and I will drop them in chat here. And
Invite
on
only. You heard it here first.
Yeah, first come, first served basis. So if the first one gets taken, jump to the second. I mean, whoever uses them first, you'll create an account on mercury.com. So do that. Open it up. We're not getting paid for this or anything. This is just something cool. I think Murthy loves it too. Most people have used it. I don't know if Jason, you've tried it, but you can
I
use
actually
what I'm
haven't
using.
tried it. No. It sounds interesting. I'm looking at it now.
So open up a new tab, mercury.com, and then here we go. 3, 2, 1, invite codes incoming. Oh, nope. Oops, sorry. it bunched up all the codes. Okay, that's the first one.
Okay.
This is the second one.
Awesome.
Okay, so apparently you should not try copy pasting anything with it's like complicated. Okay, there we go. Oh. And here's the third one.
Everybody, 3 people have to open up a Mercury account. So
enjoy.
It's invite only, by the way. Invite only. So it means you're like an A-lister, right? You can actually show this off at the girls at the bar. Take them home.
You are Canadian, you can open it. Yeah.
Yes.
Basically, I believe you can. At least for business accounts, they let you. Like not 1,000% sure for personal. Like
you can try it though. Just try it. Honestly.
Did you see McDonald's Instagram got hacked?
What is it?
McDonald's.
Oh, I did see McDonald's got hacked. Yeah, I've seen that earlier. Obviously, I was laughing. I was laughing so hard.
And they pumped Solana, and then they rug pulled. And
wasn't it Indian group? Something like that.
That's what's on their Instagram right now. Sorry, it's hard to read. But anyways, this is
I heard the hackers were from India, or was that like wrong?
Yeah, the name is India something. It says India XKR3W. Thank you for the 700K in Solana, and then the Indian flag.
That is so bad, though. It's like, thank you. Oh, man.
Okay. I have a couple of news stories to share. If I can. Quick reminder, we have 8 minutes left. Get your predictions in.
8 minutes, guys.
2K day.
Get your... Let's see. Where's the referral code from? Oh, the referral codes from Mercury are up there. You'll see them. Ollie post them in chat. So they're right above where you just typed. If you scroll up just a little bit, they're there. Acer.
Okay. So can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yes, the Nifty 50. That's the India market, right?
That's one of the indexes for the India market. This is
I was thinking.
This is kind of like the Dow. Or that I guess somewhere between the Dow and the S&P 500, but it's sort of 50 largest companies on the Indian stock market. So the Indian stock market has been on a tear, and it's over the last 5 years, outperformed the S&P at 124.84%
There's a lot of
over
people
5
there.
years. And some of the smaller indexes on the Indian market, or more tech heavy, closer to the Nasdaq, have done even better. Right. So this market is blowing up. It's kind of like what China did 10, 15 years ago. A giant bull run, just because so many people are now coming into the market. It's a billion,
Yeah.
billion, 2 billion, 1, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see too, right? I honestly think so. Even from, obviously from the American side, I think it's great to see, especially people in different cultures and people different countries, like, start to take a hold of their own finance. And you see like the markets move so much like that. I think it's awesome to see. I'm sure there's somebody out there that doesn't like it, but hey.
I don't. And so there's quite a bit of stories if you talk to.
Was there a bunch of stuff? See, I don't try to get into all this like.
Is it
Yeah, I probably
overhyped,
won't like
Murthy? Bubble? Like crazy bubble? Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
I'm sure
There's
the big
always
bubble, yeah.
there's always these crazy bubbles. But
stories
yeah.
of excess and valuation and honestly lying. So here's something I think
true.
American investors don't understand about Indian culture. Lying is a way of life in India, and I can say it because like I'm Pakistani, India, same thing.
Yeah, obviously.
Right. And so like look at what was that company Biju, the
Baiju, yeah.
Baiju, right?
Oh,
This was India's #1 startup, valued at 20 something billion, and now they just filed for bankruptcy because guess what? They lied about everything. And like, so
yeah.
yes, you get fraud in the US, but like the scale of Indian fraud and lying and cheating is like, it's a different scale.
Yeah,
And
different
I
culture
think,
too, right?
yeah.
So
while of course there's like a billion and a half people like, economically sort of getting out of the cycle and getting middle class in India, but just I would be careful in India.
yeah, I'm not
because
putting any money in the Indian
it's
market.
like
Don't
it's
get
like
me
a bit
wrong.
of China, right? But in China, if you do fraud, they'll kill you. Or they'll
Oh, yeah,
send
Yeah,
you
you
to
just no, they don't kill you, Murthy. You just disappear.
You
disappear.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Chinese market is way different.
But in India, what you do is you run away to London and you take all your wealth to London and you live like a king.
King,
Or
yeah.
Switzerland.
Well, you pay off 3 government people on the way first,
Sure.
but yes, yeah.
So that's the Indian retirement plan, same as the Pakistani retirement plan. And
Yeah.
Well, I think that those words of caution are well warranted. I don't have any money in the market there, but we think you guys think you're degen gamblers here. Trading volume in India right now on options is something like 2x, 3x higher than all of the US.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of insane. Like the amount of degen gambling that's happening on options is ridiculous.
Yeah, because
yeah,
gambling
I
is
agree.
illegal in India, so this is their way of gambling. Guys,
Oh, wow.
we have 2 minutes left, so
Yeah.
if you don't have your prediction in, lock it
Get
in.
your predictions in, guys. Let's get to 2250. We can do that. It's only 100 away. Let's get 100 more predictions in the next 2.5 minutes. You can do it. Make sure you guys hit the prediction button down below, and then obviously put in your predictions. Whether you think the stock's can go up or down, you can also enter multiple times. So remember that too. I know we had a few people multiple times to be like, "Oh, I can enter multiple times." Yes, as long as you have tickets, you can enter as much as you want. So sometimes it's good to cover the downside and the upside. Or sometimes you get one of those limp stocks that does nothing, and then you're like, "Well, I played myself."
I would go plus 7%. That's my prediction. Plus 7% on Zoom.
Okay, plus 7, Murthy. Jason, what's yours?
Man. So I'm going bearish just because I know people love to again short it, but maybe it goes up like because people are like, okay, it's going to go up because the markets are up, but it's going to go down 3%. Nothing
Down
crazy,
3, okay.
but a good 3% on the downside.
Okay. I'm actually I'll go up 3.
Okay.
I kind of wish I went up, but I put in my prediction on stocks and it was negative like 5. but I can't undo it now. So it is what it is. But after this discussion, I'm kind of up a little bit because just the macro on the market every day after hours has been popping for companies putting in shit results, and this is valued
Not
very
wrong.
fairly. It's not insanely valued.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not wrong. I agree with you that. So
1 minute.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Make sure you get your predictions in. 1 minute. You can do it. But yeah, like I said, I think anything's possible. If they do hit earnings and their earnings come in good, they're going to go up. I think no matter what at that point. But I feel like if they even come slightly below, it's just going to be the hammer is going to fall again, just because everybody jumps on it. It's just one of those stocks that's like that, at least. Because again, a lot of people are just like, again, and I don't want to say it's like a stock people just hate on, but it's just a stock people love to push on the downside.
I'm just very surprised that, because like when I met Eric, who's, Ali and I were at this offsite event for a couple of days with founders of Sequoia, and Eric was there. He seemed to me as an extremely thoughtful, caring, empathetic engineer, which is rare. And so I'm just so surprised how the Zoom story has played out, because like based on meeting him and spending time with him, this is not how I would have predicted Zoom playing out. So I'm very surprised, honestly.
I mean, again, like I never met the guy, but again, like I'm surprised that, how bad they fumbled the bag from, again, from the COVID days when they're up so high. Again, I don't know if there's like something going on in the backside or, something like that. Like obviously there's lots of things that could happen, but again, I just feel like after all these years, you could have did something more to especially make the UX UI just better overall. Yeah. And they haven't even done that.
No.
So, could we have better UX UI? That alone could help out. And
better font usage.
that too. Yeah, I agree with that. They need like a third party come in just at this point to evaluate what the hell they're doing. I feel like if they've lost that much money, like you need somebody from the third party that doesn't have like some sort of craziness just to tell you like, hey, but I think all of us right here at could give them some pointers, right? Like we've sat here and spoke about it.
Speaking of,
yeah,
giving people pointers and bringing them on the show, Ali and I have been having some very interesting conversations in the last few days.
Nice.
So, I don't want to spoil this, but we have quite a few discussions going where I think in the coming weeks, you're going to see almost every single day. We're going to try and get people, whether they're CEOs or COOs or CFOs from publicly listed companies on stocks on the show.
Nice.
And so it's no longer going to be our pretty faces, people will be around, but we're gonna have people to interview and people to talk and really go deep into companies with.
Exactly, Angry. Yeah, clap. That's exciting to me too. Again, I think that's a lot of cool content that people usually don't get. So I think those, again, getting to know people, getting to know the company in a different light, I think is great. Like I see a big need in the space anyway. And I'm sure a lot of companies and CEOs and CFOs and others see that as well. So yeah, I'm excited to be able to, obviously do that as well.
Yep. So it's that's one of the things we're working on. A bunch of other announcements since we're talking about stonks. You may have or may not have seen the new raffle feature. We won't do it on this channel, but we have been testing it on some other channels. I think Stock Jock was the first channel that outside of our testing we did it in, and that was a lot of fun. The chat was going crazy. It's the fastest I've seen chat move ever. I couldn't get a word in.
It was wild, yeah.
So
it was fun.
And so if you are a content creator analyst on Stonks, talk to Jason, and Jason will give you a budget, and you can run daily giveaways. So
yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I think that there alone is super cool. The raffles are fun. Obviously, Stock Jock chat was wild.
Props to Oliver, our developer in chat. You can see him, who worked really
Who's
hard this
killing
weekend
it.
to ship this feature.
Everyone drop an emote for Oliver.
Yes. Emotes for Oliver.
Drop your favorite emote for Oliver.
Yeah, I think he was up till 2 a.m. on Sunday or Saturday trying to ship this. And so, and then we spent
It's
the
a
last
beast.
2 days testing it, refining it, and released it today. So it's a pretty big feature.
That is, like I said, it's a great feature. It'll definitely get used. That's for sure. I know a lot of people's communities will love it. So
Yeah, it was kind of wild this morning or just before this. It made this game show chat seem slow, even though this is always moving with like the predictions. Like that other one was just, oh my god.
yeah,
I
it
think
was.
we had like 600-700 entries or something. I can't remember how
Yeah,
much.
I think it was
A
around
lot.
600, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
The chat was just full spin, just up, 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 up. Anytime you try to type something, it was gone like almost immediately.
Yeah.
So
Brendan,
it
if
was.
if you're watching, there's more feature requests for emotes, more emotes.
I
Yes,
think we have
Channel
channel
specific
emotes coming.
ones.
yeah, we do have channel emotes coming, but yeah, I do think we should add a few more of the global emotes too. I've seen a lot of people ask for certain ones. I can give those over too because I have some of them saved myself.
I think all the creators who stream on Stonks in the early days should get their own emote.
Mhm,
Yep. Agreed. I agree with
mhm,
that.
mhm,
I
mhm.
do
Good
agree with that.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Emma.
Yeah, so if you're in chat and you're thinking of streaming, I would suggest go stream on Stonks so you get your own emote.
Yep, I
It's a
will.
limited time offer.
And I'm on Stonks all the time, so I'll hit you up in your chat.
Yeah, we have 340 people watching on Stonks. We have another couple of hundred watching across Twitter, YouTube. So it's
It's
happening, guys.
popping. It's popping, yeah. And we broke 2K predictions again today.
Yeah.
This
Yep.
is great. Live price is up 61.96.
Oh, it must have
Earnings are
popped
going to
then.
drop. I have some more news to share. This is too important not to share.
All right, yeah, sure.
So I want to do it before the earnings drop. Really, really quickly. Okay. You may not feel this is important, but the more you think about it, you will be like, this is the most important news of the day, week, month, maybe the year.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So this is, you can see my screen, new tax plan from Kamala Harris. Okay. And the most ridiculous thing, I mean, of course, is, they're like raise taxes across the board, capital gains, this, that. But the most ridiculous part is this part, unrealized gains. They want to tax you.
That'll never pass, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
would never,
it
ever
has
pass.
to. So in a nutshell, this is what it is, right? 28% corporate tax. That's a rate. 44.6% capital gains tax. It's going to resemble ordinary income, and then even higher. And then 25% of tax unrealized gains. And this guy actually has like a great example. You can go through it. Just so you know what this means. Using Zoom stock.
Yep.
Ta-da! Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom.
You buy 100 shares of Zoom. You have an unrealized gain. Number goes up. You're like, yay! I have this much in paper, and then that's your tax bill, right?
Yep.
But you didn't sell, so you actually don't have the cash. So you pay taxes out of your savings or money you earn at your job. Then you don't sell like an idiot, and then Zoom crashes. Remember the graph we looked at? So you lose money on the stock, plus you pay the taxes. You never got any gains. So to get it to pass, they're only targeting people with 100 million or more net worth. So basically, they're betting that group is so small, they're just not going to be able to stop this or complain. Everyone else will say, okay, whatever. But as with all taxes, income taxes in the U.S., America did not have income taxes about 100 years ago, right? And only started with like 0.5%, 1%, and look where we're at now, right? So even if it starts with that group, You
Yeah,
know,
no, for sure.
it'll always get they'll always keep making this group bigger.
Yeah,
over time.
no,
But
I agree with that.
this is crazy.
Yeah, I think what happens is on both sides they come out and say a bunch of outlandish bullshit that's never going to pass, and just to get like eyeballs.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but
that's what I
why?
think happens. This
No,
is
no, no.
never going to
Come on.
pass, right? Like it will
Hold
never
on.
pass.
I think it is wrong to say, "Oh, this will never pass," because why even say something like that?
I agree. I think it's for get eyeballs from like people that are like how do you want to say this? Like people that aren't like rich, obviously, which is most Americans. I think it's just outlandish shit. You know, Trump says outlandish bullcrap is never going to come true either.
Yeah.
So, the way I look at it when it comes to politics, for me at least, I look at it is in a way for a lot of these campaigns that come out and say a bunch of stupid stuff that so every once in a blue moon, like something happens, right? But most of the time it doesn't. I don't think like this would ever pass this would never get voted on. It would never pass. I just don't see it passing. I
just
think
we
maybe
shouldn't normalize politicians saying crazy shit on both Trump's
I
side as well as
agree.
Kamala's
I
side,
agree.
right?
No, I 100% agree with it. That's the reason why I don't like politics because they both just say a bunch of crazy, ridiculous
This
shit.
is insane, guys. This will like destroy the stock market because guess what you do once you have a gain? You sell your stock to pay your
Yep.
tax.
Yep. And then you
Like-
also, sometimes sell in the red at the end of the year to, that way you can take it was like 3,000. It's not much, but you can do a little bit of that as well, especially for the everyday trader. It makes a little bit of sense to do more than maybe others. But again, like I said, this is the reason why I don't like politics at the end of the day, because again, they both say a bunch of stupid stuff, and at the end of the day, we don't have much to choose from. You got like a very old guy, and then you got some crazy person or crazy lady. So it's like, hey, what are we going to do here?
Because there was
Like-
another proposal called the wealth tax that California has been trying to pass, where I think 1% or something, I can't remember, of all assets, whether realized gains or not, like just 1% or 2% every year on 100% of your assets is taxed. And I don't think it passed last year or two where they tried to do it, but
Yeah.
they've really been trying to push it. And so that was one of the other proposals that I'm happy it's not here, but the Democrats have been trying to do is this like 1-2% wealth tax, which also is disastrous because guess what? Anyone with money will just leave California.
Yeah, obviously.
Like, bye. Like
That's the
that's
way
what
I
happened in
the way I
Trump's.
would look at it too, right? Like if I lived there, I'd be like, hell no, I'm out. So I mean, I think obviously California is beautiful, right? The weather's great, like overall. So like again, if it's too crazy to pass even in California, again, I think we're so far off from like hopefully it never happens anywhere, obviously, right? Because again, like when it comes to like money wise, like I'm more conservative side on money wise stuff. But again, I just think at this point in time in like politics, for me at least, especially since like say like 2016, I feel like which side can say the crazier shit that gets them plastered all over the news is like they take if it's bad news, it's still good news, right? Does that make sense? Like it's so wild to me, like the politics we're in. It's like there has to be better people out there for to become a president, right? Like from both parties. Like you guys have a bajillion people in both parties. There's no way we have like an 80-year-old guy and then Kamala too on top of that. Like there's no what do we have to choose for here? Like, come on. Give me like somebody like I want to like actually having a passionate to go out and vote for. It's harder to do here.
I'd vote for a video game character at this point. Like
I
Super
would
Mario
too.
or
I'm
something.
serious.
Yeah.
I would vote for almost anybody. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, we have third party, like vote third party. Well, that does shit for me either. You know what I mean?
All right,
Like,
Zoom's up
it's
3%.
wild to me.
Guys. Earnings are up.
But yeah, we'll get over politics. We'll get over politics. Let's get into this. Zoom is up, which is great. I do want to praise this too. So I don't know if you guys seen this. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of Astroforge before. So they're a company that are sending rockets to land on asteroids and mine the asteroids. They just raised $40 million, which is kind of cool to me because I love that stuff. I love space. So Astroforge, definitely look into it. It's a cool company. But what they're going to be doing is, again, sending, missions to land on asteroids and mine the asteroids themselves. We've seen this, obviously, in other areas. Like, I think, what was that? NASA did it a while back or something like that. But I think, like, overall, I think I love space and things like that. So I think, Astroforge, hopefully, again, raising 40 million, obviously in this space isn't like crazy, but it's still good money. But I do think it's kind of cool though. I don't know if anybody else in the chat knew about Astroforge, but I thought that was cool that they actually got their $40 million raise.
You know, I saw I met this guy today who's and we might have him and some of the CEOs on our podcast here or show here, but similar, they're doing a space company. They're raising 35 million for a space company where they're taking fighter jets, like used military fighter jets, and they're like deploying satellites with like just traditional fighter jets where you just go straight up like and then like
Yeah.
it's a payload in orbit.
Yeah. See,
super
stuff like
cheap
that's
way.
like sick, right? Like I love stuff like that. So
Yeah, they also offer like fighter jet training. So I was like really tempted to like go and like sign up.
oh, that'd be sick. But then I'd be the person though, like fighter jet plane. I'll be the person passed out in the background as we hit like some crazy G's as we're turning. I'm like, you see me in the background, just pass out for a second. I guess that's like something like some people do until they get used to it. But yeah, that'd definitely be me.
Trust fund baby with the one ticket. No, you need to ask your trust fund daddy for the second ticket. It's funny when trust fund baby's asking for an extra ticket.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta. Speaking of fighter jets, and this is pretty cool. This is cooler than a fighter jet. Okay, can you guys see my screen here?
I love
yes.
this. I love
Holy
this.
shit,
yeah,
dude.
I've seen this, dude.
It's coming. It's
I want
coming.
one so bad. I'm
It's
not gonna lie
here.
with you guys. I want to drive
It's
around
here.
in that.
I
Right?
love
If
it.
you have kids, if you have more than two or more,
That's the reason why I want one.
this
3.
this is the shit. 3. I mean, you need something like this, right? You need a
Yeah,
third
that's
row.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like having 3 kids like this would be sick. Like I would drive around this and be proud, like 100%. Wouldn't even care. I know some
Yeah.
people's like that's a mom. That's a soccer mom car. I don't give
No,
a
it's
shit.
iconic.
You'll
I
see
love it.
me. That's what I'm saying. You'll see me. I'll ride in this with a big smile from cheek to cheek every day. I don't even
agree.
care. No worries in the world.
I was actually there at their launch event. They did a launch event here in Huntington Beach in Orange County
Yeah.
because it's like their surfer kind of van, right? That's the
Yep.
history of this.
I agree. Yep.
They launched it right here, actually.
That is so sick, though. And the price isn't crazy. It's not like like out there. Like you're like,
Oh,
like
it's
that's-
60K. Yeah.
yeah. It's not
59,
like crazy,
60K,
crazy.
yeah.
Does that also get you EV credits right now too? Still, why EV credits are still available or no? Do you know? I can't remember.
Yes.
I think
yes, they're
it's. Yeah, I
saying-
think under like 70 or
Yeah.
something like that's good, right? Under 75 or something like that. for
I think
minivan.
I think I think a minivan would probably qualify under an SUV. So
that's what I was
80K.
thinking too. 80K.
Yeah,
That's good.
80K is the price limit.
So yeah, like that even brings the price down even further.
Yeah.
It just depends,
pretty
obviously,
cool.
what most what you get with that expensive trim too. Is that getting us lots of extra battery mileage and things like that as well? Or
Yeah, the mileage isn't great, guys. It's like
well, I kind of figured.
it's like 230 and like no supercharger network. So good luck trying
Yeah.
to do a road trip in this car.
I think you just wait. Honestly, if it's me,
Mm.
I'm probably just gonna wait until that actually happens and the battery gets a little better. Like, because if you can get that with like say getting like 320 miles, now we're talking, right? If I can get that with 320
mhm.
miles, I'd be talking then for sure. Any more than that would be great too, but at least 320 is like where I'm like cutting off. Like, let's at least try to get 320.
I was looking at a bunch of EVs earlier this year, and it really came down to the charging network. Is like, yeah, are they better cars? Yes, than just Teslas, especially for like 3-row SUVs, right? But it's the charging network. It's like, road tripping is just gonna be like every EV Go charger I've been to has like 4 stalls, 1 or 2 are broken, and then you're like, it's a coin flip on if the remaining stalls are taken, right?
Yep.
When you show up.
There's not many of
It's
them, like you
just-
said.
Yeah. EV charging is bad enough. Like, even if there's unlimited chargers and they're all open, it's bad enough because it adds time to road trips anyway, right?
Yep.
And yeah, you have to stop and pee and whatnot, but just like playing Russian roulette with chargers is just deal breaker.
No, yeah, I agree with it too. Like I said, when it comes to road trips, it's great, but also like sometimes, especially when things are filled, it's kind of a buzzkill at some points. But it
You know
is
what
what
I
it is.
I want that ID Buzz, but in gas. I want that car, but with the gas engine.
gas engine. Okay, I could see
That's
it.
what I want, with a huge fuel tank. That's what people want. Screw the EV.
Give me the hybrid version then, at least. Come on now.
Sure, yeah, hybrid is
When I'm
hybrid
riding
is
around the
great.
city, I don't want to be riding on the gas in the city. But if I'm on the interstate, yeah, I'm down. Or like if I'm on the highway, like heck yeah, sign me up. I'm down with some gas then. But if I'm just driving through the city, doing 10, 15, like let me, zoom around with the electric side then.
Yep, exactly. I think hybrids, all cars should be hybrid. Like there's no reason
I agree with
shouldn't,
this. I've
like,
actually said
use
this before.
braking momentum to turn into electricity to reuse. That's an obvious now. Whether you should go all EV or not, I think meh.
I think you could wait a little bit longer. Obviously, if you go all the EV, yeah, I agree with that. I do. I've said this a lot before myself. Like I feel like almost every car at this point should be a hybrid car. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't see why we're not doing that. But hey, I know some people are like, they want their, and I'm down with you guys and like people that want their big boom boom cars. Like I'm down with that too, obviously. But hey,
Yeah, the ID Buzz is very cool. I love that car or concept. It's not.
yep.
Real
I mean,
yet.
see, guys, like my prediction was wrong. Your prediction was right, Ollie. So 3%
you're
upside.
at +3. But it might go to +7. Let's see.
It could happen. I agree with that too. Just to talk about something different too. Like I don't know if you guys have seen this too. So that that judge in Texas threw out the FTC's ban on non-compete agreements. Have you guys seen that? If you guys have any thoughts on that yourselves?
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah,
So they're back.
they're back now. Yeah, she put the ban on the ban, so to say. I mean, really.
I like a world where there are no non-competes. Like unless you're like, I don't know, a very like specialized engineer for
Yeah, I agree. This
cutting
is
edge
where I come into
research.
effect.
Yeah, it's hard to, I don't know.
Yeah, I've always hated non-competes.
Yeah.
But like you said, to me, it makes sense for certain jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But when companies out there literally throw around non-competes for everyday jobs, it's like, come on now. Like, do I really need to like, go through this whole, legal bombo for
Yeah.
for what I'm
actually really
doing?
agreed with their decision to get rid of non-competes. I think it was a very good decision. But clearly
Yeah.
some judge disagrees. So,
Yeah. It was a judge in Texas. Again, obviously this will probably get, go back into the courts.
Yeah.
It'll eventually probably work its way up to the Supreme Court. But we'll see what happens, obviously. But I thought that was, different that it actually got struck down. I didn't think it wasn't going to get struck down. I thought they was going to let it continue going, but I guess not. Also, another thing, Walmart sold all of their JD shares to finalize the Vizio acquisition. So
Visual acquisition.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're pretty much using, again, their stake in JD, which I know most people probably know what JD is, to pay for their Vizio acquisition.
What is Vizio? I've never heard of it.
Vizio was the ones they were like really big, and especially in the TV market. And they were all over everywhere. I don't know if you guys remember, especially between like, I say like mid 2000s to like, the mid, I don't know, 2018 area. They were like massive everywhere. They're still out there, obviously. I just don't hear from them as much as I did. And maybe they're even bigger than I think. But I don't think they were on the level of like a Samsung, but they were definitely up there for a while.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the TV guys. Yeah. The cheap TV guys.
Yep. They were cheap TVs. They were like decently okay. They weren't the ones that like broke down every day. But
so what is Walmart trying to do buying TVs?
I think what Walmart's trying to do is they have their On brand, right? That brand On. And they have those TVs, and they've had so many recalls and all kinds of crazy stuff for those On TVs. I think they're trying to get Vizio to be their branded TV. That's what I'm thinking from it. I'm not 100% sure. Like, obviously, I don't know their insights, but that's what I was thinking.
Got it.
Yeah, exactly, Brad. Yeah. So that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, the Walmart founder, Sam Walton, has has a great autobiography. So if you're ever interested in the Walmart story from the early days, I would highly recommend that book. It's so funny. Like he was a pilot too, and he like bought like he had
Mhm.
like a little plane. He would fly around, and he would actually look for new Walmart locations from the top. And
That's
so
great.
even today, like that's how they scout Walmart locations. Where they literally go fly around, they see like what part of town is expanding where, who's where.
Yeah.
And so I think
It's actually
Walmart,
smart though. That's
yeah,
kind of
they still
smart.
have one of the largest like corporate fleets of aircraft of any company.
Oh wow. I
Um,
actually didn't know that. That's kind of cool to know though.
I think it's
And
like 40, 50 planes or something they have.
yeah,
Um,
that's definitely different too, because you don't really hear about that. Like, corporations having a big fleet of
Yeah.
airplanes, but they have a few usually, but not a fleet, especially 50.
yeah, I know it's a lot.
That is a lot. Yeah, it's a ton. Yeah, MLaw. Yeah, I seen that 7-Eleven was trying to, or 7-Eleven was, or Circle K was trying to buy out 7-Eleven. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, Oliver, we need a Stonks jet. So once Stonks gets some revenue going, I am
Yeah.
going to lobby to buy a Stonks jet with the Stonks logo to the moon on the tail of the jet.
Mm.
100%.
In fact, I've actually picked out a really fun jet we should buy, guys. So hold on. let
They're
me-
already nice.
Okay,
Let me
as
come
long
pick
as
me up.
it's tied to channel points and you can gamble and win a ride,
Win a ride on the.
win a
Yeah,
ride on
yeah.
the Stonks plane.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys ready? I'm going to show you what's going to be the Stonks jet.
Yeah, let's see it. I need to see
This
this
is
too.
called
now.
the Vision Jet from Cirrus. And I call it the Disney cartoon jet because if Mickey Mouse made a jet, it would look like this. It's like
Oh wow,
small
yeah,
and
those are
flapping
the
around.
ones we looked at that one day. Those are sick, honestly.
Mm.
These are
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, they're like small. They're meant for like just a couple of people. They're fairly cheap to operate.
It's like 7
Single
people. Yeah.
engine. Yeah, they can fit, well, not 7 people. They can fit like 4 people and 3 kids in the back.
Yeah. Okay, I see it. Now.
Um,
That is cool though. Honestly, I still
Yeah.
like it.
Didn't
So-
Honda has a plane like this?
Oh, Honda.
Honda's a bigger jet.
Oh, those are bigger.
The Honda one is bigger than this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Bigger. This usually equals more expensive.
Yeah. So Hondas are like, your more traditional, like,
Yeah, they're still nice jets though.
yeah. Yeah. The Honda jets are very nice. They're just like,
Good.
in the 10 to 15 million range. The
Yeah, look at
Cirrus
that.
jet is
That's
like
that's so
3.5.
nice too. Yeah, I love anything when it comes to planes or space or anything like that.
We can't have any of these. You can't have nice things. You know why?
Nope.
You can't have any of these jets because they're gonna tax your unrealized gains.
That's not gonna happen. There's no way. Well, I guess there could be a way, but who knows?
Yeah. Wow, look at that cockpit, the Garmin G3000 system. Nice.
How about a stealth bomber instead? Get out of here, Pred. Taking out the competition.
You can buy old military jet like fighters. Do you guys know this?
I didn't know that. I don't know if I'd even want to fly it.
Okay, let me show you.
Is this thing gonna fall out of the air? I don't know.
Look at this. So controllers are
Oh my
websites where you
God.
basically can look at planes and look at this. For $3.2
Holy
million,
moly.
you can buy a McDonnell Douglas TA-4J.
Oh my god.
Can we find a more recent jet? Like since we're just looking.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
like a
16
more.
now.
Yeah, where's the recent?
Yeah, let's just go F-16. Let's go like the most recent coolest shit available that you can buy, like that they're selling.
No, I think these are
they're
the most
probably-
recent because I did
Yeah, I
a
think
price
these-
by
okay.
descending.
Yep.
Okay. So they're not gonna obviously sell current tech or anything close
No.
to current tech.
No.
right?
No, this is 50-year-old
Yeah.
tech.
These are definitely for
Yeah.
people that are probably trying to collect too. Collectors, people like that. I'm sure are probably on here.
Trainers.
Yeah, that's
but
your
I mean,
trainer.
look at this, guys. This is for $360,000.
All for price. Let's go. Let's get that one.
I mean, this is not bad, guys. This is very cool. Who needs a Protect Philippe when you can have a jet?
True. Now that would really get you the women. Not that FP. Yeah, I got my jet. You can meet me at the jet later, babe. Yeah.
Neither of these things get you women. Just
Nope.
saying.
They get you other men who admire your toys. That's what they get.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what gets you women? Women get you women.
Yeah.
True. That is true.
Okay, that went off topic a little.
Yeah, it went off topic a lot. But yeah, we got a
no,
minute
big
away.
vision.
Though.
We're just big vision people. It's okay.
Yeah, we think long term, guys. Thinking long term here.
Yeah.
That's
But
what we
that's not
do.
going to happen anymore. Long-term thinking is out the window because every December 31st, what are you going to have to do?
True.
Sell all your unrealized gains.
Get out of here.
And
The
then you're going to
market's
have to
gonna
buy
tank every
everything
December.
back. Every December 31st, sell everything and then buy it
I'm
back.
telling you, that right
January
there is
1st.
just an idea that she threw out to get people to talk about it. 100%. I'm swear, man. There's no way anybody competent that is even like semi-competent would throw that out without being like, okay, like this is going to get me a lot of headlines, whether it's bad news, it doesn't matter because it's press.
Yeah.
Because obviously
It'll
even
get
Donald
it'll
does
get
this too,
rewards,
right?
Yeah.
Even Donald does the same thing. He says a bunch of crazy shit. It goes viral. It gets people talking about him. He knows the game just as much as anybody else does.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, winners are in 10 seconds. Before I say that, though, I did want to mention this. Waymo now does 100,000 driverless taxi rides per week. So they hit that mile mark. Waymo hit the mile mark of 100,000 driverless taxi rides every week now.
Amazing.
Which is cool. I think it's great. So yeah, I didn't want to say that. Obviously, that's Alphabet owned. I think that spells some good news, hopefully, for stock price. Let's see. Hopefully.
Massive respect. I mean, that is such a because they've been doing this so long and it's been such
They
an
have
up
been.
and down journey, right?
Yep, it has been an up and down journey.
Massive respect.
I know they've been doing better recently, but still, I'm sure there's still going to be lots of learning. But yeah, having just 100,000, obviously paid trips per week, especially over the past few months here, I think is great. And hopefully we continue to see that rise because I think, driverless taxis are part of the future. I want to see that continue to ride higher and higher.
That's why. I mean, is this the end of Uber? Like, I mean,
when Waymo and others perfect it, right? When they perfect it, it's going to be
yeah. I mean, it feels like the beginning of the end of Uber because
and Uber has no backup plan, right?
True.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
Like there's no. I mean, they tried doing their own self-driving division, which they shut down because they stole some guy from Waymo, and then Google sued them and all of that.
Yeah. Remember that?
So
there is no plan B for Uber.
No, not that I know of, at least.
Yeah, and so San Francisco is the first city where this has been operating for a couple of years, and winners are out.
Yes, I already have them. I'm sharing it right now. I'm reloading. So many people entered. Here we go. Yo, Crash Z coming in first place with $125.50. So Rise coming in second place with $63. Relentless. My mouth is over. Reliant came in third place with 38. The GCD coming in fourth place with $25.50. Bad Ham coming in fifth place with $18. What is that? Paul coming in sixth place with $15.50. Eugene coming in seventh place with $13. Barar coming in eighth place with $10.50. Haley coming in ninth place with $8. And Gusta coming in 10th place, rounding out top 10 with $5.50. Congrats to all the winners. Obviously, you could have won more than once. I'm sure many of you guys did. Congrats on the money. And I hope you guys, enjoy the game. Remember, though, I do want to mention this one more time before we head off anyway, is right now, guys, for every time somebody uses your referral code right here, every time somebody uses your referral code, super simple, get your referral code right here, you get 25 extra tickets. Usually it's 5. It's 25 now all the way until next Wednesday. So you have 1 week to rack up as many entries and tickets that you can do. Like I said, even just 4 people that you get us on the platform, it's 100 extra tickets you'll have. This coming up Wednesday, we're doing a $10,000 giveaway on NVIDIA earnings. So if you guys are super excited about that, remember, start to get those entries in. and start to use your referral code. So yeah, I think it's super awesome. Congrats again to all the winners, and congrats again to Crash coming in first place with 125. Hit the Delta on the head. So we had 3 people here hit the Delta on the head. Remember, guys, Crash, that means Crash did his before SoRise or Reliant here. So let's just say somebody puts theirs in, 4 hours before the bidding closes, and the other 2 people maybe do it 2 hours and in 1 hour. Obviously, the person who put it in first is going to come on top. So congrats to Crash C. So we did have 3 people here that bunched up with the same prediction and hit it right on the nail on the head. So congrats to you guys, especially obviously to Crash coming in first there. SoRise coming in second, and Reliant coming in third. Awesome. Super, super cool, guys. Kratz only got 103rd. Hey, 100's better than 203rd. Let's go, though. Congrats. Remember, guys, cash outs, all those things are now open as well. But yeah, make sure you guys hit your daily rewards. Make sure you guys are getting those 25 extra tickets for getting people to sign up using your referral link. So we're going to be, let me make sure you should still be live. So we're going to be rating somebody, which is awesome. So Victor, we're going to be rating Victor here. So you guys come over, hang out. Make sure you guys give Victor some love. He's a obviously newer content creator over here on Stocks.
Hey, Jason, is Victor doing a raffle?
We could, I think he's supposed to. So I guess I should mention that as well. So there's going to be a raffle in Victor's chat. So you guys could win extra money in Victor's chat. So if you guys are looking to win some extra money, we're going to be doing a raffle in Victor's chat. So get over to Victor's chat. You guys get 1 free entry in the raffle anyway. So everybody here can go over there and, win up money over there too. So go over to Victor. We're going to be rating him. You can stay in the channel here, or you can hit obviously, go to the raid and it'll send you straight over there. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're obviously going to be doing earnings again. Tomorrow's work day. We can also talk Intuit and others tomorrow too. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for workday earnings. See you over in Victor's chat. I want to see a bunch of love and a bunch of spam in Victor's chat. Make sure you guys enter the raffle in Victor's chat. It'll be going live here in a few minutes. So see you guys there. Awesome.
See you in Victor's chat.
So.
Hit the button.
Yes. Make sure everybody goes. Go.
Hit the button, even if you don't, once the timer goes down. See you there.
Agreed.
Jason, are you doing the raid command or?
Yeah, I can do the raid command. I just can't remember if he was going to do it or not. I can do it real quick though. It's not that big a deal to me. I'll put it in right now. Raid. See everybody there. We're rating now. Is it not going? Let's read.
Yeah, try again.
Yeah, I keep saying provide a username for some reason, even though I'm putting the username in, obviously.
Yeah, Oliver, if you're there, if you can.
Yeah, Oliver, can you do it on your side? And we'll all head there. He's obviously in the streaming list right now too, so you guys could also head that way. But yeah, if you stay here, it'll eventually log us over. I will ping Oliver too. How do we get to Victor's chat? So just stay right here for a second. We'll host over to Victor's chat. Just give us 1 second. Okay. Sweet. He said he did. Maybe he's having the same issue we did. Let me see if I refresh it and see if it goes to it. I don't see it on my side. Do you see it on your side, Murdy?
Yeah, I just saw it. It just came up.
All right, sweet. There it goes. All right, sweet. Awesome. It worked.
All right. Ending stream.
Ending stream. All right.